Saraswati Veena, which has two very big pumpkins and a hollow bamboo rod in between. And sitar is a combination of two different instruments. One is the Saraswati Veena, which, let me tell you that Saraswati Veena is the first string instrument invented by a man in the entire world. It is the first string instrument, Saraswati Veena. And sitar is a combination of two instruments. One is Saraswati Veena and the other instrument is called as sehetar, which is a Persian instrument. There are still sehetar players in Iran and in the world, and it's only three strings. It's a very small instrument. And in the 13th century, Amir Khusro, a very famous saint, philosopher and a musician, he invented the sitar in the 13th century. Sitar really became very popular after the 17th century, 1782, so 18th century. And then the last so many years, sitar has become one of the very popular and very good instrument in the field of Indian classical music. As you all know that we have two different streams of music. One is the South Indian music, which is more lyric based and it has more words in it. Hindustani music has not so much of importance to the lyrics or to the words, but again both there are the concept of raga is in the both the musics, like South Indian also and North Indian also. And I follow the Hindustani music. So when this sitar was invented, now I will just tell you the different. This is a pumpkin, and it's not the pumpkin that we eat, but it's a different kind of pumpkin which is planted at the banks of the rivers. And this is in Marathi it is called kadu bhopa. It's a bitter pumpkin, you can say. So fishermen use this pumpkin for fishing purpose. They tie this net to the pumpkin and they use it for fishing. And then this is a different kind of wood which is called as tooth, which is in Himachal Pradesh is mostly planted. So there are two different parts, the one rod and this pumpkin. They are joined here and this sitar is made. There are total 7 strings on the top. These are the 7 strings. These are the 7 strings there. And then there are there are either 11 or 13. Neha sitar is 13 strings finished. So there are 13 strings in the upper string. So there are total 13 plus 7, 20 strings to this instrument. And these are called as frets, and they are also 20 in number. The first set of 7 frets, then 6, then 4 and then 3. So we have on sitar 20 frets and 20 strings, one pumpkin, one rod. Then that is called as bridge of the sitar. This is a bridge, and there is another bridge for the strings fully. That is a small bridge, and these are the pegs to tune the instrument. The 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pegs are for the 7 main strings, and the small pegs are for the small strings. That's how the instrument is tuned. Everybody must be aware of the 7 basic notes of Indian music, right? Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, you all know. I'll just ask Neha to play only the sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa so far. Shall we sing together sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa? You follow me, I'll sing and you follow me, okay? Just 1 minute. Very good. Play sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa sitar na. Now, what we played before at the beginning of the program, do you know what did we play? Can anyone tell me what we played? Nobody can tell me. You don't know that it is kind of raga. It's a very beautiful raga, and the name of that rag is Yaman. But the point which I would like to make is, nobody knows that what we played. Nobody knows that it is called as a raga. Nobody knows that it is a rag Yaman. But still you liked it, didn't you? You like what we played, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So the point is, you don't really have to understand this music to appreciate it. You can like this music. So you may not know what it is, but you can still like it. It's like, you see something good and something which is beautiful, but you still don't understand it, but still you can like it in spite of being understanding it, right? Neha, will you share the story of this 5 years roaming in the garden with these children? I'm asking Neha to read a small story to you, which would explain really what really gives pleasure to us for coming all the way from Pune to this school and with the instrument, and why we feel like showing it to you. It's just an example. I will ask Neha to tell the story.
So, imagine that some of your close friends, some of us, say 5, 6 of us, are walking in a very beautiful garden. Okay? Maybe Bangalore has so many nice gardens, you can totally imagine it quickly. So, all of us are walking on this beautiful day, and while walking, we suddenly see a really nice rose. Now, when we see this rose, all of us, maybe all the 5, 6 people in our group, everyone will have maybe a different reaction on looking at the rose. Maybe you will look at the rose and say, it's so beautiful, I want to pluck it and put it in my hair. Maybe somebody else would say, I want to take this home for my mother so that she can offer it to the God or the Lord. Maybe some of us will like to take it for a special friend. There could be one of us who would just look at the rose and not get affected. Just look at it and move on, ignore it, not feel anything. But there is a possibility that one of us will look at this rose and feel so nice, so happy about seeing something so beautiful that he or she will call up to everyone that, come look at this rose, it's so beautiful. Do you see the color of this rose and do you see how beautiful it smells maybe? So you call up to people and say, you would feel like sharing this joy, sharing this amazing feeling that you got just from looking at something beautiful. The thing is that person, all of us are thinking what our reaction to this rose could be, and any one of us who feels that maybe I would really like to share this happiness with a lot of people is definitely capable of becoming an artist. Because an artist is someone who sees something beautiful and wants to share his happiness on seeing something beautiful with everyone. And I think that is how my father also really has fallen in love with this instrument and the music so much that now he wants to really ask you to participate in this beauty and this divinity that music and this sitar especially can create. So now we can think what our response to the rose and maybe the music will be.
So this urge of sharing brings me here. I saw something very beautiful. I found something very beautiful, and I want you also to see that along with me. And trust me that since I've been playing sitar, my journey of my life is very beautiful. Everyone may not play sitar, but if you just think of pursuing any art in your life, it will give a different kind of purpose and different kind of meaning to your life. That's what the purpose of art is in human life. Because in today's world, everybody is after achieving the lifestyle, but nobody is really bothered about the quality of life we live. And art gives you that quality of life. So you can also think of pursuing any art. Another point I would like to make here is about the entertainment. everybody as a human being has a constant need to entertain himself or herself. And there are different ways or different means of entertainment available to you. But when you pursue any art or when you do something and get entertained yourself, that I would call it as an active entertainment. When you just watch TV and sit somewhere and see some TV serials or whatever, then you don't do really anything, but it's only passively that you entertain yourself. But when you follow some art, you do that entertainment very actively. So think of that also. So think of that also. And with this brief, I would not call it orientation, we just share with you why we came here. So after this, we play a game for you for another 10 minutes, and then I would really, both of us would really appreciate. You can ask some questions to me also, some questions to me also, and let us have some interactive session where you can ask about the instrument, where you can ask about my journey as a musician and my experience as a musician, or you can ask Neha about her experiences as a daughter of an artist or whatever, and we will then we will proceed further. So now we will play again for you for another 10 minutes. Okay?